Hi class, this week we're going to be specifically looking at some interpretive fallacies that we can fall into if we don't really lean into the interpretive methodologies that we're going to be using in the class. To that end, I was reflecting on some of my own upbringing in the Pentecostal church, and I heard many sermons, as many of you did in your specific tradition, and I remember over and over again listening to sermons, hearing about the power of the Holy Spirit that lives in us to put 1,000 demons to flight individually and 10,000 demons to flight coupled with someone else. And I always kind of heard that as the background noise of growing up in the tradition in which I did. And then one day, I actually looked up where that phrase came from. It came from the very end of the book of Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy is, of course, positioned as the final speech of Moses. And in the end, he sings a song, something that is formatted in the structure of a psalm in chapter 32. And he says in verse 30, "How could one man chase 1,000 or two put 10,000 to flight unless their rock had sold them, unless the Lord had given them up?" Specifically, that verse just fits into the overall Deuteronomistic theology of the book, in which if you do good things happen to you, and if you do bad things, God sells you out. It was quite jarring when I read that for the first time and realized that this doesn't have a thing to do with demonic activity or the power of the Holy Spirit within us to help us be overcomers. This has to do with God's judgment on ancient Israel should they walk away from the Torah of Moses. And this is one of the first moments in my early adult life where I realized there's a lot at stake in biblical interpretation. So I'm sure you have your own stories. I hope that one puts a smile on your face and gives you a motivation this week to continue in our method. Have a great week, and I look forward to engaging with you.